Good afternoon, everyone. Today's Monday with Mary. I don't know that it's really necessarily a question, but it's certainly something that I hear all the time, and I have actually heard at every single meeting, and even generic conversation that I've had with people in the last 4 days. And I've mentioned this before, but it just seems so pronounced that I thought that I should do a little bit of a video on it. So, what I keep hearing over and over and over again is there's no good men or women located anywhere near me. Just can't find any. They just don't live in my area. And it does make me cringe. And I think to myself, do you really believe that? And then do you understand that if that's exactly what you see and how you believe, that you're not going to experience anything else? And it makes me sad. It makes me sad that there are people that are so entrenched in this mindset that they're not even allowing themselves an open possibility for it. And so, I guess I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the understanding of this: what you believe is what you perceive. So, there was also a really fairly popular book that came out, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, that was called E Squared. And so it was all these sort of scientific, everyday experiments that you could do to help you to kind of understand how you were attracting things or drawing things in. Or another way that I like to say, one that I believe to be slightly more true, is that it's about what your energy is focused on. So one of the things in the book, and this is always a great example, is this. It's like when you're thinking about getting a new car, or you just get a new car, then all of a sudden you see that car everywhere you go. You barely ever noticed them before, and now all of a sudden you're seeing them everywhere. You can't avoid them, right? So, do you really think that they weren't all there before? Do you think everybody bought them exactly when you were thinking about it, or on that day that you went and got a new one? No, of course not. That's not how that works. They were there all along. But because you weren't keyed in to noticing them, because you weren't at that thought plane, or in other ways, sometimes it's an energetic plane, you aren't perceiving them. But it doesn't make them there or not there. Is this coming across the way that I hope? I hope so. So let's take that exact example. If you are of a mindset that believes that you only are able to find men that cheat, because every man in your whole area is only ever a cheater, and if they're not, they're taken. Or that every woman that lives within 100-mile radius is an absolute gold digger, and there's no one with any real quality or real values, or that believes in, working for themselves and being independent. If those are your mindsets, if that's what you believe, it's like saying, I think I want to buy a silver Volkswagen Jetta. It's that you are only going to find and perceive people that fit that parameter. You're going to all of a sudden notice way more Volkswagen Jettas than you ever did before. Same thing. So when we can allow ourselves to kind of open up and say, okay, this is a truth that I've already experienced, but what I've experienced in the past does not have to be my future. And I'm allowing myself and I'm opening myself up to be more receptive to and experiencing a reality, an everyday life that shows me the other options, you will then start to perceive that. Now, on a whole nother level, in an entirely different conversation, it's not just about your awareness and the initial perception. It is about then being able to go one step deeper and really be able to root out those beliefs and shift whatever was causing them at the beginning, in the onset, right? A wound or a paradigm or dynamic that you grew up with, that you have become ingrained with, whatever the root of it is. So we really want to go back to that. But the awareness, the consciousness, the belief is there, and that there is a possibility, it's possible, right, that not everybody that lives within a 100-mile radius is not really interested in a real relationship. It's possible that everyone that lives within a 100-mile radius is not just interested in getting laid or, finding somebody to pay their bills every month. It's possible, right? And so once you can just start to do that little tweak, be aware of your own belief, and start to go, it's at least possible that this could show up differently, that it doesn't have to look this way. These are the first steps to creating that shift. The deeper work is something else that's a lot more intense and certainly not something that can be done in a 6 or 7 minute video. But that is a little bit of the conversation. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you can start applying that. Reach out to me at B+1 on Facebook if you are interested in doing some of the deeper work. And please make sure you follow along to keep getting these videos and all the other great tips and information and inspiration that we can provide to you. Everyone have a great day.